Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're pondering. Oh my goodness. Where are we? Grey skies, up in the hills. Well, we are up in the hills. That's where we are. I can't even say where we are. Something like Agios Dimitrios or something like that. It's about 2 villages away from Polemi, which is the village up by Stromby. And we're going to drop back down and we're going towards Armu. That's going to be the final destination. And you're going to get some great spectacular seaside, not, but countryside views, that is for sure. And as we drop down, you're going to get some beauty of the countryside. It's a beautiful area. We are around about 15 minutes from Paphos, if you're curious to know. So some people like to live in Paphos downtown, and some people like to live in some of the villages up in the hills. And of course, in the summer season, it's that little bit cooler. But of course, in the winter season, well, what can we say? It's that little bit cooler. And believe it or not, now and again, you can get a little bit of snow. So this village is called Paphos, I think is how you pronounce it. And the car in front, that's a Mercedes SLK. And well, we've just bought it, by the way. We've just stolen this car, as I say, off a lady. She wanted 7,500 euros for it, and I've just stolen it off her for 4,500 euros. But she's a very happy lady indeed. She's going to get on a big bird and go back to the UK. She's come to that stage of her life, and she's decided that she wants to go and spend time with her family, grandchildren, etc., to use her words, before she goes into a box. So a lady after my own heart. Lovely lady indeed. And we promise her that that car will be going to a new home very soon. So if anyone wants a nice Mercedes SLK in a rather nice shade of blue, black leather interior, it's an 05 car. It's had 2 lady owners from new, and that's the truth. One in the UK, and then this lady bought it, shipped it to Cyprus, and she's had it in Cyprus for the last 4 or 5 years. The leather interior, black, is absolutely immaculate. So if you fancy a nice, well cared for SLK Mercedes, drop it in the comments. And if you've got 7,500 euros, that car has got your name written all over it. Now let's just go and check with the breakfast girls. Let's go and make sure that the girls in charge of the Marika and Me lounge bar are happy. Are you all right, girls? Yes, Miss Vivian, there she is, the senior manageress. And then we've got Miss Nessie, another senior manageress, and then we've got Miss Beverly, who's just come on board. So we're going to give her a bit of a trial run, and we understand that sitting on the sofa over there is her partner in crime, Mr. Ian Crawford, the butcher, all the way down from Frodsham in Cheshire. So very slowly but surely, I'm pretty sure that Miss Vivian is going to promote Miss Beverly, and very soon she will be a restaurant manager as well. Now, the services have expanded. We do coffees, we do teas, we do soft drinks, we do hard drinks. We even sell Pepsi Max if your name is Miss Andrea or Mr. Mart. Now, hold on, I'm going to die. Sorry about that, I'm just dying. There you go. Now, let's get round this tourist, because to be honest, they're going that little bit too slow even for me. So let's get round them. Let's try and avoid this little tractor that's popping out into the road. There you go, Mr. Andy. You were talking about tractors the other day. There's a nice little tractor for you. If you're in your big black beast, you can just drive straight over it, that's for sure. Now, talking about Miss Andrea and Mr. Mart, who are, wow, they're like a bit of Pepsi, if you understand me. They were partying in Paphos with us not so long ago, as you may have noticed, if you go through our back catalogue. But they've got their very own YouTube channel. It's called Andrea and Mart. And I'd like you to go and have a quick look, if you would. Give them 10 minutes of your time, and you might like it. Hit the like, click subscribe, and of course give them a bit of encouragement, because I think they are hilarious, and I think Mr. Mart is very knowledgeable when they are racing around the lanes of Norfolk, and now and again they go into Norwich. Their last video was in downtown Norwich, and I found it fascinating. I really did. It's well, it's an old city, isn't it, or parts of it, and it's very similar to Chester, which is pretty much where I'm from. Born in Ruthin in North Wales, but of course anyone who knows that area understands that our local town or city would be Chester. So Chester is my hometown, shall we say. And well, Another little fact for you, I am actually Welsh, so apparently in the bylaws of Chester, if you find a Welshman in there after 10 o'clock, you're allowed to hang him. But luckily, no one ever actually found out I was Welsh, because I don't really have a Welsh accent. So I don't often carry my passport around with me. So there we go. Right, we're wiggling and waggling now. We're actually in Polemi, and we're going to cut through the back end of it, down some wiggle waggle lanes, which we have been down before. So maybe if you've watched in a previous life, you may be familiar with this route. There's a nice little doggy. A nice waggle on his tail, that's for sure. He's just spotted us, so now he's pondering, are we going to go around him? Yes, there we are. There we are. This is his little home turf. That's obviously saying, hey, Gumbaro, what are you up to? Right, come on, girls. Let's get it on. Mr. Allen, flick the machine on. Come on, let's get up to a bit of speed. There's a couple of cupcakes waiting for you, and possibly a nice big fry-up. Dave Jono's popped into the kitchen. He's having a word with Miss Bev, and he's saying what he wants. He wants some Danish bacon, he wants some eggs, he wants some nice plump pork sausages, and he wants a bit of marmalade on his toast. So get your order in, Alan. Quick, quick, quick. Get the machine on, and let's get up to a nice pace. And you've got next to you Sally Briers. Yep, she's kicking off like a lunatic on her push bike, and she's going to pedal the life out of us for the next 10 to 15 minutes. And Mr. Matt is going to have to wait for his cup of tea in bed for another 10 to 15 minutes, because Miss Sally likes to ride the life out of the place. Right, let's get on with it. Who else is on the breakfast crew today? There's a sofa just over there, a beautiful Chesterfield sofa. That was a hell of a bump, wasn't it? Dizzy Blonde, oh my goodness, what a bump that was. Almost at the front suspension on the car. Anyway, right, who's on their sofas over there? Nice big, lovely, rich oxblood, I think they call it, Oxford sofa. It's a Chesterfield sofa, really, really nice indeed. And there are three superstars sitting on that sofa. You've got Sir Richard. He's the man in charge of pretty much all of the web-orientated things to do with Marika and me. He's a superstar amongst superstars. He's got his beautiful wife with him, Julie Nash, and of course my mate, Mr. Leo, is sitting there as well, and sitting right by Sir Richard, his side, is his great friend, and a great friend of mine. His name is Mr. Sean Broad, possibly the greatest mechanic and the greatest car bodywork man in the world. We took him with us over the weekend in the boot, if you understand me, and we popped him out when we got to Larnaca. He cast his eye over this rather nice black beauty of an S-Class, and he said to me, thumbs up, buy it. So I did. So guess what? Coming soon in some episodes will be Mr. Paul racing around in downtown Paphos in a black Mercedes S-Class. So on that note, if you'd like to help the channel to grow, if you'd like to fund some more of these drives, why not go through to our About page, where you could hit the Buy Me a Coffee icon and buy us a coffee or two, and we promise to drink it or pop it in the tank and continue to make special videos for you. If there's somewhere you'd like us to go special, buy us a coffee or two, drop it in the comments, and guess what? We'll go make that video especially for you. Now, talking about superstars, Dame Anne. Well, she's in the building as usual, because she's a star and she really likes to support the channel, and she's all the way up in Hartlepool, but not today. No, today she's on her very own sofa, and of course on her left and on her right she has her two stars, the Ronnies. So we got Viking Ronnie sitting on her left. He's in charge of drinking his filter coffee, malted toast, and he's in charge of, should we say, coercing Miss Ochingwasiviana Booth, that's Marika, into doing some Hebrew tongue twisters. Yes, exactly. We've also got Miss Justine, my JJ Tonic, and Mr. Andy, who I know is the actual instigator of it all. I know that. Oh yeah, I know. You may think I don't, but I do. And then you got Ollie the dog, who's sitting there going, what the hell is this rubbish that we're watching? Anyway, JJ, we are going to get Miss Ochingwasiviana Booth very soon to do the, I can't even say it myself, pheasant plucker rhyme. And oh my God, she's going to have a laugh, and I'm pretty sure that the rest of the world is too. And probably YouTube will either execute us or delete us, one of the two, that's for sure. Anyway, on the other arm of Dame Anne, who's Dane? Hi Dane, you haven't got a Great Dane? Perhaps we'll get a Great Dane dog and stick it on Mr. Allen's head, because often he's got a cap on his head, or a cat even. Right, I'm nuts, aren't I? Completely insane. Right, on her right hand side, well, He's the man on the right side of the law. He's the man in charge of all of the law and order on the Marika and Me show. And of course, there's not much law and order, that's for sure. But luckily, he's retired, so he's not too bothered that much. The one and only superstar, all the way from uptown Scotland, Mr. Ronnie Miller. Welcome to the sofa, Mr. Ronnie Miller. Enjoy your cup of tea and your rich tea biscuit. There's other superstars in town. Ian Crawford, he's come along to make sure that Miss Bev is treated with the respect that she deserves, because they are Cheshire people, very, very posh in downtown Cheshire, that's for sure. And he's probably going to bring us some beef cutlets or something like that. So you never know, we might get to expand the menu in the Marika and Me bar very, very soon indeed. Now, don't forget, there are other stars just sitting over yonder. We've got oh so sweet Caroline. She's got a bottom on a memory foam pillow because she understands that the roads in downtown Paphos are absolutely Sherlock Holmes. Yes, Mr. Lee, that's that phrase that probably we're going to put on a t-shirt especially for you. So look out for that one. Absolutely Sherlock Holmes. There we are. But don't forget, Caroline, Paul, my mate, your partner in crime, Lord Nigel Big Guns, a tot or two. Otherwise, he will be complaining about the ride, that's for sure. It's the roads, well, they are absolutely Sherlock Holmes, Mr. Lee. You're completely and utterly correct. Now, talking about YouTubers, by the way, we've got a girl in the kitchen there, one of the manageresses, and of course her name is Miss Nessie. She's got a partner in crime, and of course his name is Andrew, or Andy for short, and they got a YouTube channel, and it's called Ness and Andy UK Travels and Beyond. Just pop Ness and Andy's Travels into the YouTube search bar, and guess what? Boom, up it comes. You get to see him racing around the lanes of North Shropshire. Now and again he pops over to Staffordshire and goes to hunt down the Gumbaru #1. That's Mr. Andy of JJ Justine fame in his blue BMW. And I'm pretty sure that one of these days their paths are going to cross. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to be great friends, because everybody that we come to meet that watches Marika and Me are way, way beyond superstars, that's for sure. And we see you all as friends for life. You don't have to contribute to the channel. If you come back for 1 second every single day, you are our friends for life, that's for sure. Please give us some nice comments and some criticism, we don't mind. We are idiots, we understand that bit, but please keep the comments clean. That's all we ask. And the same, if you go through to Andrew Mart, if you go through to Ness and Andy, please be respectful. Most of us are doing this out of the kindness of our hearts, wiggling and waggling around the lanes and showing you a little bit of our life, that is for sure. So, where are we? Well, technically, we're in Tasada. So very, very soon, you are going to get a spectacular view, and we're going to start the descent down to downtown Paphos. And you are going to have your breath taken away. That is for sure. Even on a slightly gloomy day. Because, yeah, I know I've promised you sunshine, but to be honest, it's playing a bit of cat and mouse. It comes out and then it goes off and hides. And I understand now that Daisy, that's the Cypriot cat who was kidnapped from uptown Paphos a few years back with her mate the dog, Bo, is sitting there thinking, mouse, I fancy one of them. So, Miss Dawn and Mr. Sean, why not go and cook Miss Daisy a nice little mouse? What a bump that was as well. And they can have a little feast, because of course you're coming to downtown Paphos very, very soon, and we promise you we're going to go and dance the Chuchka up and down the Cato Paphos promenade with you two, that's for sure. These are two stars all the way from Derbyshire, and they've been with us for a while now, and they are prolific commenters, and that's what we like at the end of the day. We like people to get involved with the channel. Another shout out, there's a sofa just over there, and it's a special comfortable sofa, memory foam pillows, it's very luxurious, and it's got little reading lights, nice little pillows if you want to have a snooze. And that sofa is especially for two absolute superstars, and they are known as Double Trouble. Lord Simon, Lord Jeremy, welcome to the breakfast crew. You've been retired from the serving bit, you've done your bit for the channel, so now we want to sit back and relax. And we're going to find some new people to wow, that was a bump, to rush round and serve drinks and Coca-Colas and even Pepsi Max to Miss Andrea and Mr. Mart. Now and again, you've got to what can I say? You've got to let people drink what they want, but don't you dare anybody else ask for a Pepsi. The only two people that can have a Pepsi in the Marika and Me lounge bar are one and only Miss Andrea and the one and only Mr. Mark. Why? Because we love them very, very much indeed. So, this is the descent. We're in an area called Olympic Villas and Bicla Villas. Most of the properties around us now are, well, 500,000 plus, shall we say. And there's quite a few on the front row down there that are certainly 1 million plus. Why? Well, the view. Look at it. Kind of view that takes your breath away, that's for sure. This time of year is pretty quiet up here, by the way, because a lot of people who can afford these kind of villas, obviously, have got possibly another home and possibly even another home as well, if you understand me. A bit like many of our subscribers, many of our family members, like Nigel Big Guns. He's got a house or two, and if you do fancy shipping me the Jag, Mr. Nigel, I promise to pay for the shipping, and I promise not to knacker it too much, and in a couple of years I'll ship it back to you. How's that? That's a pretty good deal for me, anyway. I was driving one of those the other day. I did mention it about a week ago, and to be honest, it's quite a nice car, very comfortable car, isn't it? Very, very comfortable car, and it wafts around, and you're that little bit higher, and in Cyprus anyway, it's quite a rare car, so there was an awful lot of people looking at me. I understand in the UK it's, I'm not going to say it's a common car, no, but there's more of them around. When I took that car from, where did I take it from? From Kamaras village all the way to Paphos and then all the way back, I didn't see another one. So quite a rare car in downtown Paphos, that's for sure. Look at that for a view. Sky's blue, by the way, and I'm pretty sure you can see the sea is blue. Yeah, it's blue. Mr. Paul, let me just check. Yeah, he's dressed head to toe in blue. So all that's actually missing, of course, is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe and start paddling like crazy? Because Paphos, Marika and me are quite simply waiting for you. Now the road down here goes absolutely Sherlock Holmes, so brace yourselves for it. This is not a road for people who are millionaires to drive up and down. Although this little bit here has been redone, see? See that little bit? That's not too bad, is it? But you wait, coming around the next corner, then you can understand that you're not bringing your Ferrari up here. See? You think that bit's bad, eh? Flat. But you wait. You're in for a right treat. Here we go. So slowly but surely, it's getting worse and worse. Can you see it, Dizzy Blonde? Look at this. Look at that. Wow. What a road. Where is the mayor when you want him? Look at this for a road. Look at that. Wow. Where is the mayor? He's not a bad chap, actually. I've got a lot of respect for him, and he does do a lot of good things for Paphos. We understand that you have to have roads dug up. We understand that infrastructure has to go into place. So stick with us. Another little bit, another little wiggle around this bend and the next bend, and you're going to get a great view down across Upper Paphos and down towards the blue Mediterranean Sea. And I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like, click the subscribe, and please come back for a little bit more of my insanity. Thanks for watching. What did you think of that drive, little Kenny? Was it good? Yeah? Because you're, well, you're not that little anymore, you're 4. See? What could on before you were driving. Now, don't forget, when you come out to Cyprus with your mum and dad, that's Paul Roberts and Nicole Roberts, you're going to ride co-pilot with me in an S-Class Mercedes. What do you think of that? And we'll chuck your mum and dad in the boot. Good idea? Yes? Excellent. Look forward to seeing you, little Kenny. Look at that for a view. Wow. Doesn't get much better. Right, that's it. I'm going for lunch. Thanks for watching. I can't believe that these traffic lights are on red again. What's going on in the world? Why are these cars stopping? We're not in Staffordshire.